Welcome to the Blended Mommas podcast, where we talk about co-parenting, the good, the bad,
the funny, and the sad.
I'm Maria, I'm stepmom.
And I'm Sam, I'm the mom.
All right, and today is a Shituations episode.
Yay!
It's raining so good.
You guys can probably not likely hear it, but it's raining.
It's raining hard. So good.
Yeah. Really hard.
There's a tropical storm coming through right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, love it. Okay.
Yes.
Let's start off with our review of the week.
Our review, Real Talk. And 5 stars, thank you, by the way, by Holly Go Lightly is here. They've got wisdom to share and have lived through and worked through so much together. Enjoy and be entertained while learning. Lend and ear, and you can thank me later. I think she meant like lend an ear to ear.
Lend an ear. Like, listen. Just take a listen.
Like what I do in our videos when I can't hear anything. I'm like, huh?
With your big hair.
Yeah, with my big ass hair.
I love that one.
Yes,
thank
you so much, Holly Golightly. You are amazing, and thank you for giving us the 5 stars.
So we are going into an update of D. We talked about D on the Debbie Baby Daddy episode and our first Situations episode.
Yes.
So it's funny because she had court on August 11th, and I literally had Blended Besties messaging me going, excuse me, did she send an update? Because that was today.
Oh, yeah. Everybody. They were like a lot of people were like, what's going on?
Because they listened to the episode, I think it got released on the 10th. And so they listen, they're like, that's tomorrow. You better tell us what she says.
Yeah. So everybody has been like kind of.
I reached out to her and let her know that, one, y'all are supporting her, our Blended Besties, love her, and we're here for her. Mm-hmm. And then I asked her what the update was from that court date.
Okay. So an update from Ms. D. So his attorney got our translated message yesterday.
Yes.
And she said that we were still going through with trial. Even this morning, when they asked, she said yes, trial was still going to happen. Next thing you know, she came out and told him, hey, I got these texts yesterday and there's a problem. The look on his face was priceless. The whole time he looked like he was scrambling to find answers, to explain them, and he couldn't. His mom even got upset and started raising her voice at the attorney. They are mad. So the attorney then changed her mind and requested continuance, stating her client needed more time to review them because he was uncomfortable proceeding.
Because remember, she said they only had 80 texts in the last 2 years. And a bunch of them were him reminiscing of their time together.
It was nothing about their kid.
He only asked to see their child 5 times, 4 of which she said yes. She only said no once.
Yeah.
So I bet they were scrambling and he had no explanations.
And then she also had said, but in reality, the truth came out and he doesn't know how to explain them. So yeah, trial's now set for November 3rd. Ugh. So y'all, we have a little bit longer to wait on Ms. D's update on that. But
I love her.
Let me tell you though, she's letting us know everything.
I hope so.
Everything. And
you know what? Like, I'm invested.
I'm invested because, one, like, your son is my number 1 priority.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, I feel for you.
You're a good mama.
But I'm all for your kid. Whatever's best for him and everything like that. And I still think it's complete and utter bullshit out of 80-something text messages? Within 2 years, right?
Yep.
2 years. 80. I can't even, you know what?
I know.
If you ever tell us who your baby daddy is, oh my God.
Don't tell us.
Oh my God. Yeah, because I'll probably go crazy on this bitch.
She'll fight them.
I'll fight them. You're a piece of crap.
But thank you for the update. And
keep us updated.
I know you message us sometimes. Every time I see your message, I'm like, oh, it's her.
I was like, oh, it's a new one.
I gotta respond. I gotta read it. So, all right. Here's our next one from T.
A Shituation.
All right, T. She said, hi, Blended Mommas. I'm so thankful that I stumbled across your page. The timing couldn't have been better. Here's my situationship. When I was 5 months pregnant with my baby daddy, we'd been together for almost 5 years. He proposed to me. Me thinking I finally found the right person to love me. Well, fast forward to my last baby. When she was about 6 months old, I could see the writing on the wall. Breakup was coming. At her 9-month time frame, he told me that we should each just do our own thing. 3 months later, I discovered he'd been dating someone else, and I suspected it started during my pregnancy. Well,
Oh,
I moved out, and she spent a lot of time with him for the 5 months he remained in a town 6 hours away. Then he lost his job and moved into his parents' house. I was renting a room from his parents also. Enter the real shit show. Things got bananas. He was trying to get back together with me and was also seeing her. He's a true narcissist. Well, I ended up getting COVID the month before I planned to move out because I couldn't deal with it anymore. She was going to move out because she couldn't deal with it anymore, but then she got COVID.
oh, that sucks.
In the 6 months that we were still living together, I sent the woman a message on a woman level to word her up, as I had found out he had a history of proposing but then stepping out. I never heard from her. Well, I moved and I put distance between us, and now it's 2 years later. We both live in the same town because my youngest is school age. He proposed to the woman he was cheating on me with, and she moved into the home he bought. I still hadn't met her. I had all these notions about her. Then about 6 months ago, he shared that she was pregnant. In my head, I'm thinking, rinse, wash, repeat. Well, my girls, they talk highly about her, and I finally got to meet her, but she seemed intimidated and kind of hid behind my ex. They had the gender reveal, and I made sure my girls gave her a card. Apparently, she cried over the card. They had the baby shower, and I wasn't able to financially do anything, though. The baby was due last week, and I've been asking my ex how she's doing, as this is her first pregnancy. Baby still hasn't arrived yet, so tomorrow is the official eviction date, which means like
She's gonna have
induction.
the baby. Yeah.
It's been 6 years since all of this started, and I've been trying to figure out how to extend an olive branch, as the past is the past. I'm not sure what a good little gift is for the girls to give their brother that they can make. I've searched all over the internet for ideas, and I haven't been able to find anything. But I was lucky that yesterday I picked up my youngest from her directly because my ex is out of town. And I had written her a little note thanking her for opening up her home and her heart to my kids. And that I wanted to put the rocky past behind us and move forward for all the children because they're all siblings.
Mm-hmm.
She thanks me for the little gift that I gave her and gave me a hug. And she shared with me that she's scared. It was the most awkward and healing moment that I've had in a really long time. I don't know why I'm going to cry. And I can only hope that moving forward, we'll be able to be, I guess, civil with each other. And I responded to her, and I was like, I love this so much. Like,
I know. It's
like,
really good.
yeah. And she's like, I am too. I don't think we'll ever be like you guys, and I'm okay with that. But I just want to be amicable. My youngest was mad last year that I wasn't at her birthday party at her dad's. So maybe this year will be different. Who knows what the future holds?
Honestly, I feel like it's very similar. Very similar. Minus, like, you weren't the one.
I wasn't the one.
Yeah, you weren't. No, she was never the one that Carlos cheated on me with. Okay, let me put that out there. No. But even then, I would have appreciated, like, some kind of trying.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, her thinking I'm trying to take him back or anything. I was like, no, an ex is an ex for a reason.
Yeah.
I've never gone back to exes, and the moments that I have done, I regretted it. Twice. No, yeah, twice. But I think they are going in the right direction. Though.
Yeah, I wanted to post this one.
Yeah, I honestly, I feel like they are going through the right direction because, for one, she's seeing it through her kid's eyes. Like, that's your guys' sibling. That's your guys' brother.
Yes.
You cannot change it. As much as you would love to change that, you can't. Mm-hmm. You know, there's no way you can.
I love that she said, like, the past is behind us.
Yeah.
And it's been...
But she's trying to move forward. Mm-hmm. And, you know...
It's been 6 years since all that shit went down. And it seems like they've had pretty much no interaction. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, like, time can heal those things. And I love that, like... I think what I love about this one is that she... Like, pregnancy really does that to women. It's this bonding experience. Like, I think T knows that... You know, stepmom is about to, like, do something big. She's going to have her first baby. Mm-hmm. And so she cares about her. Like, that's what I love. And it reminds me of us. Because, like, we obviously there wasn't any drama between us. Yeah. But we, like, that was when we really got close, was when I was pregnant. Because we cared about each other. Mm-hmm. Like, it was very obvious that Sam cared about me and my pregnancy and the baby. You know, and it's, like, different once you realize, like, oh, shit, our kids are going to be siblings. Like, we're going to have to be around each other. Yeah. You know, it's so worth it to heal and move forward. And I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to share this one because it's such a positive one.
No, it is I think it's really good because it shows that she even had said, even though we're not going to be where you two are, which let's face it, we already know our fucking relationship is weird. We already know that. We're not stupid, okay? Let me just put that out there.
And it's weird in the best way.
But it's weird because it's not seen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why it's weird. And when things are not seen all the time and you're not used to it, it's going to be weird to you, period.
Yeah.
And this goes for any kind of situation, I feel.
Yeah.
So for us, it just, we naturally just kind of like gravitated towards that friendship, you know, after, you know, you got pregnant and everything like that.
And I think that's what people need to remember whenever they ask us, like, how did you become friends? I want to be friends with my mom or
very
stepmom.
Natural.
Is that it's like you become friends with anybody else. You don't like try to be their friend. You just become friends.
It just happens.
Yeah, it's a very natural, like, I don't know, relationship that builds.
Because I know you and I both have even said that. We kind of came into this like just being civil, just being cordial, being cool.
Yeah.
Around each other. It's not like we had any hate towards each other. But like the friendship that did bloom into what we have now, that came very natural.
It did. Yeah.
It did. Like we didn't plan it or anything like that. It literally just.
And it's so funny because like people message or they comment like, oh, baby daddy has a type. And I think it's funny that they say that because Sam and I are actually very different.
Yeah.
I think we just bond because like we're both really non-judgmental people.
Yeah. So, well, I really do try to be.
We're very open, non-judgmental people. We're super chill. Mm-hmm. Are we on different spectrums of that? Like where we're two completely different like styles and type of person? Yes.
Yes.
Totally. I mean, look at me and my cute little pink with my blonde hair and Sam, you know, like
I love my black.
This is like black. We're very different. So when people say like, "Oh, he's got a type," it's like funny because like
they're only looking out the outside picture of it, which right? Is or they like, just we're both thick. That's it. Yeah. We're both beautiful. Yes.
Right.
We do our makeup, yes, but that isn't for him or anyone else. That's for us.
And like he doesn't think we're alike.
No.
You know what I mean? Like so whenever people comment that he has a type, he's like, it's just like he doesn't comprehend that people see that because he doesn't see that us as like similar.
He sees us like literally two different people.
Yeah, because we are different, but I think we just get along as friends.
Like you're this goddess to him, and I'm just like, oh, look at that bitch. You know, like. No, if you know, but if you really look at it, if you really think about it, okay, I think this is where his mindset. I really can't really speak for him, but this is what I think because that's what I think of him.
He's a little after this.
You know what I mean? Like this Maria's like his everything, his person, his like one and only, beautiful, gorgeous, everything he's ever wanted. And then he looks at me and it's like, who's this ugly toad?
You're not an ugly
Fuck her. No, but it literally that's exactly like how our relationship is. We don't see each other in that light where
They're
it's like
so
we're
annoying
he's just
to each other. You're both buttholes to each other, but
we are. But it's our friendship, though.
Yeah,
we've always had a really good friendship. That's always been it. Yeah,
it's just really funny. Their relationship is completely different than like.
Oh yeah,
Carlos and I's.
Yeah,
like I think that's what what makes people feel weird.
Yeah,
is that they think that you're over here and he's being sweet to you and sweet to me, and it's just weird.
No, he's not. Sweet
and it's not like that. Like he's sweet to me, but to Sam, he's like, they're like,
he's like, what fool? What are you doing? Like what? You want box? Like we literally threatened to like throw hands with each other like every fucking time
they hang out.
Like every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we want to go in a ring and we want to throw blows. Like
it's gonna happen one day. It will.
I wanted to. I know he'll hold back his punches, but I won't. No.
Okay. Here's our next situation. This one's from another T. Okay. My partner has a 6-year-old daughter from a marriage before I met him. Mm-hmm. Him and I have an 8-month-old baby boy. We used to get his daughter for dinner 2 nights a week during the week. And then we would have her every other weekend or every second weekend. This week, my son was born, and my stepdaughter's mom rang my partner and said she decided for us that we wouldn't be able to handle having her for dinner 2 nights a week anymore with a new baby. And now we only see her once a fortnight, which is every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And nothing in between. I love my stepdaughter so much and miss seeing her more, and I don't want her to think her dad and I don't want to see her because we 100% do. I hate that I have no say or power over this. Please give me some comfort.
I don't know how to give you comfort in that retrospect because maybe Biomom is just seeing this as an opportunity to be selfish and being like, you know what? They're not going to be able to handle her, so I'm going to keep her more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get to keep my child more.
Right.
I don't feel like it's towards an, because it's her first child, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think what's heartbreaking
It's hard. It's hard.
On this is that a 6-year-old little girl could take this very personally.
Yes.
You know, she's going to see a new baby coming in, and then all of a sudden she doesn't see dad anymore.
She's going to feel like you guys are the ones that
doing
don't want
that
her
on purpose,
and it's
because of the baby.
Yeah.
And it could cause her to dislike, not only think you guys don't want to see her, but also dislike her baby brother.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden she doesn't get that extra time with dad. And that's really hard. And
yeah.
You know, I hope that you guys have some kind of like
agreement or something.
Agreement. Yeah, if you have a child, what is it called? Court order.
Yeah, like a court order, like a custody
abide
order.
by it. I would abide by it and be like, nope, this is what the court order says.
Yeah,
we'll be there.
This is what it is. If it's all verbal, that's where it kind of gets a little hard, to be honest.
Yeah. Then maybe you need to go to mediation and just make sure that dad is expressing to mom, like,
no, like we want
really
her here.
Want her
yeah,
tonight.
We want her here. Yeah,
we're fine. I want her tonight. Like, I want her for dinner. You know, and keep reaching out and keep asking and just keep fighting. Like, that's the thing that kills me is when people tell me stuff like this and then they just like let go and never fight. But like, your kids are worth it to do the fight. And I know it can be pricey and expensive, but like, even if you just have text proof later on to show like, no, I couldn't afford to go to court, but like, I asked for you every week on these things.
Like this, I want, or if the mom is okay, maybe you guys calling and checking up on her. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's like 1 or 2 times a week, more than what you guys would actually see her, maybe that would kind of help. Because in the end, it's like, and show her the baby, send her a picture. You know what I mean?
That's a good thing they can do.
I feel like talk to Biomom, see how she feels, because maybe she's because honestly, it is very chaotic becoming a new mom and then like having other little ones around you. You know, like because you're trying to focus on So maybe Biomom didn't mean it in a mean way. Maybe she thought she was helping you guys out. But at the end, we really don't know in contents, like how, if it was a negative, like if it was negative or.
Right. And she can't make that decision for you. That should be something that she talks to you and your husband. Or your husband about. You know, he really should be the one taking the reins on this. And trying to get that time with his daughter.
Get that baby daddy involved. Honestly, I feel like a lot of women, especially when they come and tell us like, I tried. It's like, okay, I'm glad that you are trying, but what about your spouse?
And this is my thing is
throw him in there.
The baby's 8 months old now. So it's been 8 months of this.
Oh yeah, no, then I'm pretty sure she's just being selfish then.
Yeah. I would
definitely put my foot down and be like, no, we're taking her. That's that.
But as for comfort, like, you're valid in your feelings.
Yeah,
and,
completely.
I would try to FaceTime or something or call, like Sam said.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that your stepdaughter knows that you are thinking of her, you love her. It's not.
I'd be like, hey, can we pick her up today? Like, do it spur of the moment kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be like, oh, you know what? Like, we're probably not doing this. Can we pick,
Right. Because it could be.
Can we pick her up real quick for a little bit? Make it seem like it's all nonchalant. Like, oh. Can we pick her up again? Because if you guys are just kind of like pushing back and be like, she's not going to let it. She's not.
Then she's going to keep
pushing. She's going to keep thinking that she could do it all the time.
If you keep asking and fighting for it, and
put that foot down, be like, no, we want to pick her up this day.
Per usual.
Since we usually get her two nights a week or whatever your guys' schedule is. We're going to pick her up for a little bit and then we'll drop her back off if you want. You know what I mean? Like, we thank you for keeping her, but
we kind of want her back. Fair. That's not fair.
Because then she's going to have a sibling that she really doesn't know.
Right.
And she's
going to attribute her not seeing her dad anymore to her sibling.
Exactly. And you don't want her having any kind of like animosity towards the baby. You know what I mean? Because it's not the kid's fault at all. It's between your guys, like it's between you guys in the end.
And honestly, it sounds to me more like mom is just upset that dad had another child without her, and so this is kind of her way of like getting back at him.
Yeah, being pretty much like being selfish in that aspect. Like honestly,
this is like
I think if I was still kind of like that in a way, I would be like, fuck yeah, I'm keeping Jaden forever.
Yeah, the nice thing when we had Bo, Sam, because I gave birth on a Tuesday. I don't remember if it was. I think she kept him while we were in the hospital, and then I came back, and she was like, "Okay, like it's Jaden," because that's when you first met him. He was 2 days old when you met him, because she came to drop Jaden off, and so we didn't. I think other than the day I was in the hospital, we did not go off of our schedule, and I'm glad we did that because it's like you have to get used to having. I mean, it's your family. This is your kids. Like you have to get used to having them around. You know, even though it can seem a little. Like I was nervous. I was nervous to have Jaden and a baby, but it was nice because Carlos like just focused on Jaden and I got to focus on the baby, and it was no big deal. But yeah, like Sam did not use it as an excuse to keep Jaden longer.
Nope.
She just was like, "Okay, you're home. Great. I'm gonna come drop Jaden off."
Well, for one,
it's your schedule.
Like, for and I know that sounds like I'm just pawning off my kid, but
no, not at all.
It's because for me, like I don't mind keeping. I actually love keeping my daughter extra. I don't like giving her back sometimes. Like if I could, I would just keep her all the time.
Right.
But then there'd be no point in us doing this. But you know, I know my kid and I know how she is with her dad and with you and everything like that. So it's like, you know what? No, I know I'm doing the right thing. But when you were in the hospital and it did go over, even into my week, I was like, no. If you guys are up to having her back, let's do this, because I don't want Jaden to feel like, okay, dad brought home a new baby.
All of a sudden,
he doesn't want me around anymore.
Right. Exactly.
Or so do I have to stay here? And I'm like, no, you're gonna go. For one, they have to get used to having you there too.
Yep.
I was like, and I even talked to her about it. I was like, you need to get used to being there.
Yep.
Because that is your brother. And I was like, and I even had told Jaden, because she would text me every now and then, being like, I want to go home to you. I want to go home. I was like, baby, no, you need to stay there. That's only fair, because that's your dad's time. You need to spend time with your dad. And she would tell me, that like, was hard. The baby. And I'm like,
I forget about that. She always wanted to stay with Sam during that time.
And I told her, I'm like, no, that is your brother.
Yeah, that was a hard time.
That was your brother. And I would talk to her about that, because like her and Bo have the same years apart as me and my little sister. And, you know, so I would talk to her about that, and it just got to, and I even had told him, I was like, if it ever does get overwhelming, just call me. I will come. I will help you guys out. I totally get it. Like, don't feel like you got, like, just tell me.
Yeah,
you know?
It was a big adjustment for sure.
It was.
She was she was an only child until she was 10, and then all of a sudden she wasn't, you know, and it was like every little thing she used to come and tell us, you know, like, and then it would be like, okay, in a minute I can help you, but not right now, you know. And I saw some really good parenting advice that was like, never blame it on the baby. Don't be like, oh, I can't help you right now because I'm nursing the baby. Just be like, you know what, I'm busy right now. I'll get to you in 5 or 10 minutes.
Or let me finish what I'm doing and then I'm going to go help you.
Right, but don't blame it on the baby, because then they're going to always attribute it to the baby. And so I try to stick to that even now, you know, with the new baby.
And she became really good. And I even had to tell them, if you guys do feel overwhelmed, just let me know and I'll pick her up. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, like I get it. Like, I get how a newborn is. Being that, like I said, I was a single mom in the beginning and I had Jaden for a while. I was trying to do it by myself until like my mom came and she helped me. Thank God for her.
Oh yeah.
And you know, Carlos, you know, was during that time we didn't really have the schedule that we had now. He would only see her every now and then. Just it was difficult because, like, you know, I was trying to breastfeed and I was like trying, you know, like he would help me out, of course, but when I actually had moved out and I was with my mom during that time, that's when it became, you know, hard and overwhelming and everything like that. But you know, you got to do what you got to do in a way. So that's why when I told them, I was like, wow, if it does come overwhelming, I can always get her.
Mhm.
and then I can talk to her.
And the other thing too
Yeah.
was Sam came over a lot at that time because
Yeah.
we started Blended Mamas, so she
Yeah.
was here a lot. So you were able.
So
to
I was able to help
Yep.
out
with
here
the
on their
with
time.
either with the baby or with Jaden.
Yeah.
Like you I think you came over like 2 or 3 times a week consistently during
Dude,
that
no, I was here almost like every other fucking
all the time.
day.
Because now it's
it was
like
consistent.
now it's probably like once or twice a week just because
Yeah.
we're really busy. But like then it was like way more.
It was a lot more because we were really trying to like kickstart everything.
Yeah.
With this.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. So T, I hope the best for you. It's gonna get better. It will. And enjoy your baby.
Yes. Congratulations.
All right. This one's from M. Hi, I'm 16 and I got pregnant at 15 and had my sweet boy at 16. He is 2 months old. When I told the dad, he was really mad and wanted me to get an abortion.
Oh.
When I told him no, I didn't want one, he was pissed. He broke up with me and started dating this girl he goes to school with. She is 15 and she said she wanted to be a stepmom to our baby. When I told the dad, she texted this to my friend and he said yes. So I said, no, I don't want her around my baby. I don't know her. And I don't like this. And he said, too bad. And now he's only seen the baby 5 times since he's been born. And my baby is strictly breastfed, so I don't want to leave him overnight. Am I in the wrong? So is she in the wrong for not wanting the other girl around and for not wanting to leave the baby overnight with dad? Baby's 2 months old.
Yes.
Explain.
For one, especially for breastfeeding, the first, I want to say like for 6 months of the baby's life, I feel like that's very crucial when it comes, especially if she's just breastfeeding.
Yeah.
That is very, very important. And I do not blame you, baby girl, for feeling that way at all. For you not wanting a stranger around you.
Around your baby.
I completely, I understand, as much as this is very hard to kind of give her advice because she's young.
Yeah.
She's young. Like, as you get older, you start to learn more, of course, about who you are and all that stuff. I really hope and pray that you have an awesome support system, though. Yes. I feel like that's more important than even having the baby dad in your life.
Yeah.
To be honest, because right now, especially hearing exactly how he reacted to the pregnancy, he wants nothing to do with the baby.
And the fact that he's only seen your baby 5 times.
5 times out of what, 2 months?
The best thing I would say is like, don't be hung up on him.
No.
Don't be hung up on him.
No.
Don't think about him.
No.
Focus on you. Focus on your baby. Don't care about someone wanting to be a stepmom. Like, he's not even around as a dad. So how is she going to be a stepmom?
Yeah,
if he's not even around as a dad?
You don't even need to worry about her being a stepmom because it's not going to happen.
If he's not even around to be there for your baby, she's not going to be around.
Yeah.
Okay? So I want you to focus on you and focus on your baby right now, and don't feed into any drama with him or this random girl. Like, I cannot imagine what you're going through.
Yeah.
I say the same thing as Sam. Like, I hope you have a really good support team around you, your parents or your friends or, whoever. Like, I just hope they're supporting you a lot. And again,
and I really kind of want to know more too, Em, about like your situation, as in like, what do his parents think about you having the baby? Are they around or anything like that? Kind of don't worry about him. Don't want him around.
Yeah.
Because if you try and force, especially him being at 16, any kid at that age, and I do mean any boy at that age, as soon as you try and force them to do something, they're not going to do it. They're going to do complete opposite. In the end, he will learn. He's going to use the excuse that he was young and all that bullshit, which is fine. He can go ahead and use that.
You don't get that excuse, though.
You don't get that excuse because when you become a mom, you're a mom right when you find out that you're pregnant.
And you're
breastfeeding.
What I mean? Yeah.
And then you're breastfeeding. So you have every right to be
as
protective as you can be.
Yeah, like, and I would absolutely say no to the overnights because he's not been around.
No. Especially if he hasn't been consistent, no.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if he's actually leaving.
Right. Is it just going to be left with his parents and are his parents safe people?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot to wonder, but
Yeah,
I don't.
I really want to know more about your situation, to be honest.
From what you provided, I don't think you're in the wrong, and I
No.
don't think you should worry about him or this girl. I think you need to just focus on you and your baby right now.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah. All right, that is our situations episode. That's it. So,
Yeah, that's
if you guys have any situations or positive,
Mhm.
negative that you want our thoughts on, email them to theblendedmamas@gmail.com and
Mhm.
we might read them on the podcast.
Yeah.
So, have a wonderful day. Stay safe
Stay safe.
with all these earthquakes and hurricanes and tropical storms.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.